What's up, YouTube? Thomas L here. Right now, I'm going to talk about the final films that's pretty much opening in the last week of 2018. Now, most of these films are pretty much already out now, and also I'm a little late to the party of talking about these. So, that being said, here's the new films that's pretty much out this week. First film I'm going to talk about is the new Sherlock Holmes comic, Holmes and Watson, which just got released on the 25th, and it reteams both Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, from Step Brothers fame. Holy cow, the reviews for this are horrible. As we speak now, this movie has a 0%. I mean, the last time I saw a Sherlock Holmes based spoof film was that Sherlock Gnomes movie that got released with James McAvoy and Johnny Depp. Home the new Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly's Sherlock Holmes movies is lower than Sherlock Gnomes. Holy, and movie is even lower than the Emoji movie. I mean, it can't be all that bad. I'm hoping I see it and maybe it'll be a surprise to me because I like both Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. The director is Ethan Cohen, who also did that film Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart, which I really dug. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, this movie will be decent. We can all hope. All right, next film I'm going to talk about is Vice. This movie also got released on the 25th, and it stars Christian Bale as former Vice President Dick Cheney. It's also directed by Adam McKay, who, speak of Will Ferrell, directed Will Ferrell in lots of films like Anchorman, the aforementioned Step Brothers. Kind of funny that Will Ferrell and Adam McKay has a movie opening the same day. I kind of find that a little funny, but. And you also have Sam Rockwell as George W. Bush. After the critical receive of Holmes and Watson, now I'm thinking that Al McKay should have just gotten Will Ferrell as George W. Bush and Vice. I think maybe Will Ferrell should have done Vice instead of Holmes and Watson. Will Ferrell actually played George W. Bush on SNL. That's kind of why I'm saying that. Anyway, back to Vice. This looks incredible. I really like the cast involved. Christian Bale. When he does puts on a fat suit or do crazy makeup, or I don't think this is a fat suit, but he does crazy transformations on his bodies. Whether you talk about what was that mechanic? Yeah, I think it was called the mechanic. I think it was called the one that he did years back when he got really skinny. Then, of course, in The Fighter, he played a crack addict where he got skinny as well. I'm really curious to see how he'll do as Dick Cheney. And Steve Carell's also in this, so there's that. So, yeah, I'm really curious checking out Vice, and, the trailer had looked awesome. Like I said, the cast looks cool, so color me intrigued with Vice. Alright. Now, next one I'm going to talk about is Destroyer. Now, this is a new thriller that stars Nicole Kidman. It's also directed by Karen Kusama, who directed films like Jennifer's Body, that Michelle Rodriguez film Girl Fight. Pretty decent director. This actually looks terrific. And I gotta say, Nicole Kidman in the movie kind of looks like Jodie Foster. Let's say if they just released a trailer with no name and you did not know anything about this film, you'll literally think that Nicole Kidman was Jodie Foster. I don't know. Probably I'm getting a Brave One vibe from the trailer. Maybe that could be it. But overall, from what I heard, this Nicole Kidman is actually this is actually Nicole Kidman's best performance in years. For one, she scored a Golden Globe nomination for this. So there's that. And it also has a cool cast. Like, we're talking Sebastian Stan, Bradley Whitford, Tatiana Maslany. What's in this? Oh, yeah, Jade Pettyjohn from that School of Rock show. I'm really looking forward for this. I think it looks really terrific. Good cast. I love Nicole Kidman, so there's that. I can't wait to check this one out. Now, this movie also got into limited release on the 25th, but it most likely open wide, next week probably. All right. Another film that just opened in limited release on this 25th is On the Basis of Sex. Now, this is another true story movie, and it's about Supreme Court Justice Leader Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And this one stars Felicity Jones as Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You also got people like Armie Hammer, Sam Waterston, Kathy Bates is in this, Justin Theroux. Good cast. I love Felicity Jones. I think she's awesome. She picks some pretty good projects like Rogue One, and sometimes she won't pick good projects like Inferno. But overall, this, I think it looks pretty cool. I really like the trailer. Now I don't know a whole lot about Ruth Bader Ginsburg because I don't really go follow the Supreme Court stuff as most people do. But I'm a sucker for true story films, even if it's about a subject matter that I'm not really too much aware of. So I'll still check this out. Plus, it's from the same director, Deep Impact, so there's that. Now, On the Basis of Sex, it hits limited release on Friday. No, it's actually in limited release now, I meant. And, it opens wider next week, so. All right. All right, final film I'm going to talk about opens in limited release on Friday, and that is another true story film, and that will be Stan and Ollie. Now, this film stars John C. Reilly and Steve Coogan as Laura and Hardy, two of the funniest, iconic comedy duos out there. This looks terrific. I mean, it looks really funny. John C. Reilly, he's doing doubleheader this week with Holmes and Watson and Stan and Ollie. But from looks of it, Stan and Ollie looks like it's the better film. And John C. Reilly, he just got a Golden Globe nomination for this, so there's that. I'm also a sucker for movies about old Hollywood, so that, of course, gets me intrigued. I'm also a fan of Steve Coogan. He's an awesome actor. John C. Reilly is great. Cannot wait, till I see this one. Now, it opens, like I said, it opens a limited release this week, but it'll probably open maybe in more theaters the next coming weeks. So there's that. But yeah, it's pretty much everything that's opening the rest of the year. There's not really much opening. Let me leave to you guys. What are some films opening this week that you're interested in checking out? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.